Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. It is one of my most exciting videos of the whole year. It is my top 5 daily planners where I share with you my top favorites, 5 and 5 runner-ups to those top 5. So in this video, you're going to get a really quick overview of 10 amazing planners that all offer something different. And then I'm going to give you all the links down below to the full review videos. So this is definitely not going to be a full review of each one. It's going to be a quick look at each one and telling you my favorite things about it, why it made my top 5. And then I'm going to lead you to those full review videos down below, all linked if you are interested in any of them. I also have all my discount codes for all these companies linked down below with their videos. And if I have affiliate links for the companies, they are also linked down below. If my videos and my content have helped you, I really appreciate you clicking through my affiliate links when you are shopping for your planner. That helps me to keep my channel going and keep bringing you this content. Thank you for being here today, guys. Here are my top 5 favorites. Let me just preface this by saying there are thousands of planners out there. I have only reviewed a handful of them. These are only based on the planner reviews that I have done on the planners that I have had in my hands, and I pick my personal favorites, and I also try to consider what serves the vast majority of my community the best too. So that is how I pick my top 5 and then my top 5 runner-ups. If you are new here, I share my own personal planning here and more of it on Instagram. And the bulk majority of what goes up on YouTube, besides probably one personal planning video a month, is my planner reviews. I try to give you unbiased planner reviews so that you can make the best decision for the planner that will work the best for you in this season of your life without wasting a lot of time and money on searching and trying out different planners. So let's jump right in to the top 5. These top 5 are in no particular order, you guys. Let's look first at Sprouted Planner. I'm going to work on making this video shorter than last year, so we're really going to do a quick look at each planner. All those videos are linked down below. Sprouted Planner is a great little company run by Heather. So it is a small woman-owned business. She has improved her planner from last year, and I love all her improvements. Here is your daily page, and here is your weekend page. Her weekend page is really interesting compared to other weekend pages on planners. Now, I did draw a line in the middle there. You have still your full time slots for your weekend, which is very rare in a daily planner when the page is split. You have 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. with half-hour line slots, a to-do list line in the middle, which you could split to Saturday and Sunday, or it could be a combined to-do list, and then more to-do lists down here for each day, and your little box at the bottom for a gratitude or dinner or whatever you want to use that for. Let me give you all the specs on this planner. It has 80-pound paper. It is only $45, and I have a 10% off code if it's your first purchase from Sprouted. The code is Amanda's Favorites. Don't forget to use it if it's your first purchase. No affiliate link for Sprouted. And the 80-pound paper is, I always try to describe the paper, but it's hard to do over camera. It's not a super smooth paper. It has a little bit of tooth to it, but it's not super toothy like ERIN CONDREN. So even though it's an 80-pound paper like ERIN CONDREN, and I'm saying it has some tooth to it, do not expect it to feel like ERIN CONDREN paper because it's not Mohawk. And so it's a completely different paper mill. So that is the same with all paper, even if they're the same paper weight, unless it is the same exact brand and paper mill, then the paper is not going to feel the same. On her daily page, you have a top 3. You have the 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Like I stated on the weekend, half-hour time slots, to-do list tick-offs, and then a grid section in which if you write longer like I do, you could carry over your to-do list lines into the grid section if you didn't need to use that for anything else. Although the grids don't line up exactly with the to-do list lines, and that is something she said she wants to change for next year. Here you can see a day I planned out and how my sentences went over into the grid. And that is what I would do because I always have longer to-do lists to write there. You have 15 to-do list tick-offs, and your pages are 8.75 by 6.25. You have a ribbon bookmark, which is rare in a coiled planner. And it also comes with a Sprouted bookmark. So that also comes with your planner purchase. This one weighs 2 pounds and 4 ounces. You have a pocket in the front. It is a pretty thin pocket, but seems like it will stay stuck on. No pocket in the back, no band. And that is your Sprouted planner. Number 2 is a really interesting choice for a daily planner, but it is simply one of my favorites. So it had to make the video this year. Last year, JMB Living made my top 5 wellness planners. I'm not going to be repeating that video again this year. Some of my top 5s won't be repeated again this year because just enough in it wouldn't change in one year. So those will probably be repeated every few years. But I love JMB Living so much. It is a wellness combination where you could use it as your daily planner. So I wanted to include it in this video. It has big, substantial 8x10 pages. It is made in the USA 100% by a local print shop. It also is a small woman-owned business. As you'll see, it has a kind of a magazine quality look, but the pages are not magazine feel. They are wonderful to write in. They are 80-pound paper. You guys, this is amazing 80-pound paper. You have color on every single page. Here's what your daily page looks like. You do have room to have a daily list or plan out your daily schedule if you want to use it as your daily agenda. You also have monthly layouts and habit trackers. So this can definitely go to be used in a couple of different ways. You have your whole big monthly layout. You have all the holidays on there. You have lots of extra simple seasonal indulgences and soft focuses for the month. All your monthly layouts are up front in this dated seasonal planner. This is a quarterly seasonal planner. So this is October, November, December for fall. And then winter will be January, February, March. You have habit trackers for every month, one habit to make and one to break. You have your dream steps every month and annually at the front, which is kind of like a goal planning, but it's more on like an intentions dream planning. You have all that included in this planner. You have a weekly page, so you get a weekly theme. You have reflections on the week and a mindful moment challenge to start out your week. Your weekend days are combined onto one page. You have room for a list, and then you have journaling prompts on every day. So it's really a wellness planner combination with a daily planner. You could use it just for wellness planning if you don't need it as your agenda, but it could definitely also double as your daily agenda. And all these women featured in here, you have a link to either their website, their Instagram. They are in here to motivate you with real women's stories and lives and things that they have been through, lessons they have learned. I love that JMB Living stands for Joyful, Mindful, Balanced Living. And she brings in the whole community here for all women to work together. She has a great blog to check out and a really nice Instagram if you are someone who's focused on quiet living, intentional living. So that is JMB Living. It is just honestly beautiful. I do have a 10% off code on this one. My 10% off code is Amandasfavorites. This is $38.25, but if you do a subscription, it saves you 15% on every subscription. Like I said, you'll get for a year because it is seasonal. It's based on seasonality too. All these weekly prompts in here are different every single week. Everything is changed every single season. A lot of work goes into making this. Every page feels different, different quotes, different everything. And like this fall, all the stuff is not just repeated for next fall. It is all new. It's 160 pages. And here is my pen test. I forgot to highlight the pen test in Sprouted. We will go back to that. 80-pound paper, you can see absolutely nothing coming through there at all. If I forget any other pen tests, they are all highlighted in the full review videos. So Sprouted, once again, 80-pound paper too, but feels completely different from this 80-pound paper. You can see no bleed through, really no show through. You can barely tell it's been written on. The covers are just beautiful and very thick and coated in JMB Living to last you for the season. I don't know of a more beautiful seasonal daily planner or prompted journal than this one. I have been a huge fan of it ever since it landed in my hands. So that is JMB Living. Number 3 in my top 5 is highlighting that you can use a notebook or a bullet journal system for your daily planner. There is no way I could do a top 5 video without highlighting this because it is what I use the majority of the time now. Even with all the daily planners on my shelves, I just love using a notebook. One of my very favorite notebook systems is Planner Perfect. So I wanted to highlight this in this video for the notebook, but I do have a whole video that I will link down below of my very favorite notebooks. All the notebooks I've used for my daily planners, this is one of them. And I just talk about them all, why I like each one, talk about the paper. So if you're looking to use a notebook as possibly your daily planner, daily list, definitely check out that video down below. Planner Perfect is a company that is run by Jenny Penton. All the artwork is done by her. She does different artwork every month for her subscription box, but you can also go pick any older artworks off her site. I have a Planner 101, Planner Perfect 101 video. I will also link down below. If you are just starting off, it can be a little bit confusing what her company offers, but you can either do the sub box where the new art comes every month and then that art will eventually be added to her site, or you can go through and pick your own artwork. You pick what words go on the front. You can pick your inside pages, whether you get the planner or just blank pages or lined or graph grid. The planner has a horizontal layout in it and a monthly layout up front, as well as 4 goals pages up front that are labeled goals and a month in the review at the back. But you can just get blank notebooks with lined, graph grid, dot grid, or blank pages. This is an A5 size, which I recently started getting. In the past, I've gotten a lot of wide, is what I've done for about 2 years worth. I have used these for daily lists a lot. That's what this particular one was used for. So I just pulled some out of my bin real quickly, but I've also used them for memory keeping, for journaling, for scripting. Right now I'm using them kind of as a morning journal, writing my 333, my 3 gratitudes, 3 things that would make today great, and my 3 affirmations. So these books can be used for so many things. They are absolutely beautiful and stunning with her artwork. So I just had to highlight that a notebook of any kind, like a Leuchtturm, a little coiled notebook. I have all my favorites in that video I'm going to link below. All those make amazing, wonderful daily planners also if you don't need something dated. So if you're using a weekly planner, then just using a blank notebook as your daily list, daily planner can definitely work for many people. Planner Perfect has beautiful leathers. I have a whole video about that too. I will link up down below, but I really wanted to highlight her notebooks, her traveler's notebooks, which you can use without her leathers and are just so beautiful for each season. You can get a different one for each month, or you don't have to get the month on it at all. You can just get it to where it lasts as long as it lasts, and then you get a new one. So it's definitely very flexible. I have a 20% off code to Planner Perfect. One-time use only. It's Amanda20, but you can load up your cart as much as you want or use it on a subscription box. That is Planner Perfect. No affiliate link, but there is that code for a one-time use, Amanda20. Number 4 is the ERIN CONDREN Daily Duo. So the Daily Duo, if you purchase this is only 6 months out of the year. You're going to get 2 books for your Daily Duo. They come together. You cannot buy them separately at this time. So this is the academic year one, not the calendar year one. So this is July through December. And then my other book is January through June. Well, the ERIN CONDREN Daily Duo easily made my list. I have used it some even this year, but I've mainly been using a blank notebook, as I said. But it is one of my very favorite daily planners. I love their coil. I love their 80-pound paper that is so toothy, has so much texture to it. I love how their colors switch every month and you have a little bit of color on every page. I love the fonts that are used in here. I love the tabs. So just all those things and the feel in hand. The fact that it comes in a 7x9 or an A5. It is pricey, $80 for the 2 books, but you can always wait for a sale. ERIN CONDREN runs sales all throughout the year. I also have a $10 off ERIN CONDREN code if it is your first purchase only. That's how I got started with ERIN CONDREN, using someone's random $10 off code. That link is down in the description. You click that $10 off link, you sign up with your email there, and they will email you a $10 off coupon code really quickly to use on your first purchase only. You cannot have used that email with ERIN CONDREN before. Even if you signed up with them and you didn't purchase anything, they're not going to count that as your first purchase. ERIN CONDREN is also made in the USA. These coiled notebooks are, not all of their products are. And here is the pen test. You can see absolutely nothing bleeding through. Hardly can even see that the page was written on the 80-pound paper. Here is another awesome thing about ERIN CONDREN. You have a blank page at the end of every week. So you could use that for pre-planning the week ahead. You could put, lay out your week, all your big appointments so you can see them on one page. You could lay out meal planning. So you do have one blank lined page per week at the end of your week. Saturday and Sunday have their own pages. That's another great thing about the ERIN CONDREN. You have from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. really ample big time slots. If you're someone that likes to time block your day and wants a big section for that, this is a great planner for that. Although there is one blank line at the bottom, so technically you could go all the way till 9 p.m. if you needed to there. And the lines are ample spacing too for even the half-hour line slots. So really nice spacing to be able to write in there. Those are all my favorite things about the ERIN CONDREN Daily Duo and what makes it stand out to me. Also just the feel of ERIN CONDREN in the hand. The fact that you can switch out your covers. They're interchangeable, but they also sell vegan leather covers now that aren't. So that is the ERIN CONDREN Daily Duo. I need to make sure I add in my favorite things about Sprouted. My favorite things are the versatility of her pages because nothing is labeled. There's not a lot of labeled boxes to fill in. Your time slots do not take up half the page. So if you're someone who wants more room for to-do list items, I love the big blank note section. I always love that on a daily planner. I like the little box at the top and the bottom so it can be used for anything you wish. That could be your daily gratitude, your daily focus. It could be somebody's birthday. And down here could also be your daily gratitude, your meal planning, your reflection for the day. Then she has a blank page at the end of every month, a dot grid, and you have reflection questions, which I love because she has a couple questions. Some are the same every month, but a couple questions, there's 2 every month that change monthly and based on the season. So they're really thoughtful, intentional questions. The whole reason why she created her planner was to be very intentional. And you can check out her story on her website. It's actually a really neat story about why she started her planner and the focus of it. So you have a reflection page every month that you can tear out. That's why she made it front to back this year. So if you don't want to save your whole planner, then you can tear these out and keep them because those are your important reflections. Those are my favorite things about Sprouted. Number 5 in my top 5 is Simplified Planner. Simplified Planner is one that I personally used for many years. When I started my channel, it was actually what I was using. It is one of my personal favorite planners. I just like the simple layout of exactly what Simplified says. It is simple. Let's look at the paper. We talk all about this in my video because she did switch paper this year. Now it's 80-pound paper, but it is a smoother paper. And actually, after coming in here and using this year, I think it was in September that I used it. Yeah, for quite a while, a good week or two, I really grew to love this new paper. I actually really love her new paper, even though usually I'm someone who likes a little bit toothier paper with the texture to it. I really like her smooth paper. It worked well with all my pens. If you use a really inky gel pens like Pilot G2s, if you try to highlight right over it, they will smear. But Pentel Energel is a really good pen for this type of paper. So is Sarasa Dry. So I grew to love her new paper. Here is my pen test on the back of the page. I did write on that page, but there's a lot on that page, and you can see a tiny bit of show through, but barely anything coming through. So her paper this year has a lot less ghosting than the 70-pound paper of the past. That's a Pilot G2 pen. They are very inky. That's a 0.7, and they don't tend to do well on smooth paper. That's running my hand right after I wrote. And you can see the Pentel Energel and the Sarasa Dry are great. I love Simplified for exactly the reason I said. I love it because the page is so simple. It is 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. It is your to-do list. It is a note section and nothing else on the page. If there's a holiday, it is written up here, but that is it. A lot of times I would take my to-do list items and write them in where I think I'm going to do them during the day. That doesn't mean I have to stick by that time blocking, but that way I can write all the way across because I like to write longer. Her weekend days are split horizontally. This is the one thing that I would say gave me the most problem in the planner, but it still made my top 5 because he's taking a big amount of room here to write a happy memory from the week, and then kind of a big amount of room for Sunday prep. And those are her prep tasks that she's putting on there. A lot of your page is taken up here by these things when your Saturday and Sunday are already split. So that is something to think about if you need full weekend pages. Simplified planner. I do have a $10 off code if it is your first purchase only. Same thing, just like ERIN CONDREN. So that is down in the description. Simplified planner also just has really beautiful covers. They're standout, beautiful. I love how this year they have the coordinating color on the inside. And I always think more about what the inside color is to my planner. Think about it, because when your planner is folded over like mine always is, the inside color, especially when you have a good, 1/2 inch here or 3/4 of an inch here, that's what you're going to look at all year. So you're going to see the very edge of your cover, but thinking about that inside color is what you're going to see the most during the year with the tabs. So I always think about that when purchasing a planner. So that wraps up my top 5. Now we're going to go into the 5 runner-ups. Kitlife is number 1 in my runner-ups. You guys, for the quality that you get and for the price, you can't really get better than Kitlife. They have great quality and amazing affordable prices. Also completely free shipping in the US. And even with their low prices, I have a $5 off code that works unlimited use. Every single planner or calendar purchase at Kitlife, you can use my code over and over. It is Amandasfavorites. This daily planner is $34. It's a dated daily planner your whole year. But with my $5 off code, it is only $29 and completely free shipping. I do also have an affiliate link for Kitlife. All that is down there in the description. They have 100 GSM paper, which is 68 pound. So no, it's not your 80 pound paper, but let me show you your pen test. Here are all my pens tested here. And on the back, you can see, you barely see, you can see a tiny bit that it was written on, but really minimal ghosting and no bleed through at all with all the markers and highlighters and everything that I used on there and bright colors. So even though it's not the 80 pound paper, it is still a nice quality paper. It is not extra smooth. It doesn't have that extra smooth, almost slick feel. It has a little bit of tooth to it. I like their paper. It takes all pens well. Let's look at their daily and their weekend layout. Their weekend layout is really interesting too. It's different. Their daily is too, and that's something I really like about their planner and why it made my top 5. The daily layout, if you'll see, it has a very light gray line down here in the middle. So there are 2 columns. One has to do tick off boxes, but one doesn't. So this could be used for journaling, for just another list. You could have 2 lists going, work and home. Or if you're someone who likes to write longer to-dos like I do, like full sentences, that's a very light gray line. I love that they didn't make it dark there, and you can easily just go all the way across. Or for journaling, you can use this for journaling and wellness check-in. Go all the way across with your writing or scripting your day out beforehand. You do have a top 3 up here, and you do have time slots from 6 to 8 p.m. They are enough ample room on your line if you need to divide that into half-hour slots. But I like how this is a daily planner that your time slots don't take up half of your page. You have a slot for gratitude, activity for the day, and meal plan. And you have a quote on every page. Not on the weekends, though. You just have a quote on every page but the weekends. Your weekend page is split horizontally here. You do have all your to-do tick-off boxes, but then you have 2 little time clocks down at the bottom of each day to write timed appointments. You have room for a weekly intention and thinking about your upcoming week. So you have a week at a glance here. You can write your weekly appointments in here, or your meal planning, or your kids' work schedule, or your kids' soccer schedule. That is just really nice to be able to see that at a glance in a daily planner. Of course, you do have your monthly layouts to go to also, but that is nice. Some other extras they have are habit trackers, monthly check-ins on goals and habits, and some little check-ins every month on just if you like journal prompts, like what are you reading, podcasts to listen to, healthy eating intentions, that type of thing. You get a lot with this Kitlife planner for the price. And there is color on every page. Those same colors are carried throughout their planner. You also have fun coloring pages every month that pop up here, like motivational. If you want to use those as a vision board for the month or draw a mind map or a web on them, you can. If you don't want to color them in. Your Kitlife planner also comes with 2 sticker sheets, a pocket, really beautiful covers this year. This is my favorite, and a band. All for that price of you can get this daily for $29 with my code and free shipping. Kitlife had to make my top 5 video, and I am in love with this cover. Really a beautiful, affordable, functional planner. Now, this is a really interesting, undated daily planner by Jordan Page. She does a big productivity boot camp. She's also a big budget planner. I've reviewed her budget planner also on my channel, but this is her productivity planner. Like I said, it is undated. You can either buy her 6 months for $39.99 or her 3-month for $29.99. So it's also very affordable to try out. You're not wasting any days also because it's undated. And I do have a 10% off code, Amandasfavorites, and I do have an affiliate link. So let's look at this really interesting daily page. You also have a notes page for every week. You have weekly planning, a to-do list, a weekly meal planner every week. And then your undated daily pages are based on daily time blocks. So Jordan Page is a busy mom of 8, I believe, and she also owns this huge business. I know her husband helps her in her business too, but she works this huge business, and she developed this time blocking system that I can see so many of us relating to. We've heard about time blocking talked about all over, but this is a time blocking planner where you decide what each block of your day is devoted to, and you kind of assign things into that time. Like this might be your morning getting ready time. This might be your work time, or this might be your workout time. This might be to get the kids from school and after school time. This can work though, being a mom or not being a mom. It doesn't really matter because it is just blocking out your day into time slots. I think if you are working for yourself, working from home, or a mom at home, a lot of us can relate to this. And she does have a P and a U on each section. That's for being plugged or unplugged from your phone. So thinking about those intentions. You do have this checklist every morning, then a meal section, a notes section, and then a nighttime checklist. In the morning, she leaves you 2 blank to put in your own and 3 blank at night. She has pray/meditate, make bed, get ready for the day, eat breakfast/drink water, take vitamins, meds, unload dishwasher, 1 load of laundry, and your nighttime is clean up today's messes, plan tomorrow's meals, check upcoming calendar, lay out clothes, bring dump to-dos, and fill out tomorrow's blocks. I love this planner because of how unique and original it is. There's really nothing else out there like it. It is 100 GSM paper, 68 pound. It just feels like pretty normal paper. It is not extra slick. It has a little tooth to it. It takes all my pens well. And here is your pen test on the back of there. I mean, you can see maybe that it's a little bit written on, but for 68 pound paper, I think it handles the pen very well. So this 6-month option comes with 342 pages. The 3-month option is 186 pages, and it is 9.25 by 10. And the pages are actually 8 by 10 pages. So they're really substantial pages. Her lines are substantial. So if you're someone who writes bigger, I think you would like this planner. And if you're someone who likes just spaces to write in, this is just such a unique, interesting layout that could work for a lot of people that is not out there. It also comes with a band on it, and that is your Jordan Page Productivity Planner. Number 3 in my runner-ups is the Shelly Daily Planner. This year, she adopted rounded corners, which I actually love because just my personal preference, I'm not a huge fan of pokey corners. And then her planner comes with 1 sticker sheet, a really colorful, cute sticker sheet, and this zipper bag up front that is nice and substantial and can hold whatever you need. Comes with a nice pocket. It comes with a ruler bookmark. She has new colors this year, a color per month, And you can see her tabs kind of go in an ombre fashion. I love the bright, fun colors. One thing I love about Ashley Shelly is her Create Your Best Days monthly spreads here. On these monthly spreads, a lot of planners have dashboard spreads. ERIN CONDREN did too. I didn't even show you. For all the details, you really have to go to each planner review video. But this is one of the features that makes Ashley Shelly unique, so I wanted to highlight it. I just think her monthly spreads highlight your mental, emotional, and social health, all of that into one. So this can definitely be like your wellness check-in for the month. Like, what are 5 things you're grateful for now? What is your biggest stressor now? What action can you help to relieve the stress? What creates happiness in your life? And if you want more details, check out my video. But that's one of her unique things. The other unique thing is her page layout. So each month has a different color, but the only color on the page is her little heart emblem. Your page there up top has your date. You have your to-do list items on the left with ample lines, but you have smaller lines on the right for your schedule. And it is blank for you to write in your own schedule, however you're time blocking your day or whatever appointments you have. There are 12 to-do list tick-off boxes and 19 scheduled appointment boxes. On the weekend, it's half page horizontal, and you have 6 to-do lists and 9 scheduling boxes there. On every single one of her daily pages, you have 3 daily boxes here, which is also another unique thing. You could use these for meal planning, 3 meals. You could use them for like fitness, dinner, and your steps. You could use them for 3 habits you're checking in on. Your half box stickers, I believe that's what you call them. I'm not a huge sticker person, but she did say those fit in here. So if you are a sticker person, they also fit in there. You have 7 lines for notes room at the bottom. Your planner is $59. I do not have a discount code. I do have an Ashley Shelly affiliate link. Her paper in her daily is 100 GSM. Her weekly is thicker. It's to keep this planner not from being too bulked up. So 100 GSM, 68 pound, like we've seen in several of the other daily planners. And let me show you my pen test. You can see on the back here, hardly you can see that the page was written on. So the 68 pound paper really handles the pen well and all the markers and highlighters that I used on there. So that is your Ashley Shelly. One other unique thing is her monthly layout is lined and it has the color of the month on there. So you do have quite a bit of color on your monthly, and then you have those light lines on the month. The lines are actually the color of the month coming through. And some people just love a lined monthly. So I wanted to make sure to highlight that also. That is your Ashley Shelly. There is no band on her planner. Ashley Shelly is also another small one-woman show company. Now we're going to move on to number 4, She Plans. She Plans is a company that has always been a small business woman owned, but it was sold this last year. Andrea is the new owner, and she has done a great job already in just the few months she's been in there with bringing some of their old products back already. So they had been switched to only being disc bound, but Andrea brought back their sewn planners, which so many people loved in the past. And I have a full review video on this sewn planner. I have an IGTV review video on this daily, but the daily page is the same layout. Your disc bound obviously comes with some different things like dividers. The disc bound also comes with a goal planning system, but we are going to look at the sewn daily planner right now. That's what I'm highlighting. Her sewn planners for this year only came in undated because she just took over the company, but she plans to bring them back dated this next spring. She sells tabs at her shop, and with this undated planner, she will also give you a free sticker sheet of numbers for here to number your monthlies and your weeks so that you don't have to write those in if you don't want to. These daily planners are $27.50 for 3 months. The pages are 7x9, and it is 70-pound paper. It is nice, not slick, 70-pound paper, rounded corners. Here is my pen test. You can see on the back, 70-pound nice paper handles the pen very well. Here's a look at your daily page. You have full pages for Saturday and Sunday also because it is undated, but you get a nice blank spot here up top. I like that for a top 3 or for a focus of the day, or maybe you want your meal plan there, or maybe you want to divide it out into like 4 habits of the day. So it's just nice to have kind of that box there for however you wish to use it. Your time slots are 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. with a light gray line in between for your half hours. Really ample room on there. And for people who like to time block, there is a big space there. If you'll notice, these pages are mirror images. So where your time slots are both on the inside. So you might just want to note that because that's a little bit different from a lot of planners that are printed. And then you have a whole bunch of lines here that you can use for journaling, for notes, for to-do lists, whatever you wish. That is your daily page, full pages for Saturday and Sunday. And the other thing that makes She Plans unique is you get a weekly dashboard page for planning. So for the week, you get a box, you get dot grid for to-dos or notes, and you have every day of the week so you can see a schedule for the week for yourself, for your kids, for appointments, or for those meal plans. So this is another one of those that you have a nice weekly dashboard page in, which I love. The page has a very clean aesthetic look and feel. And I just think it's a great portable sewn daily planner for those who are looking for something like this. So that is She Plans. All right, number 5, the last one, you guys, our last runner-up this year, last but not least, because the runner-ups were in no particular order also, is Amplify Planner. They offer a couple of different options, but the very most unique thing about this planner is that you have daily pages you have full weekly layouts. You can pick from vertical layouts or horizontal layouts. Just look at this one to start with. So you can see your whole week. You get a full weekly vertical layout. You have lined monthlies here, a monthly habit tracker, and here are your daily pages, full pages for Saturday and Sunday. Also, these are quarterly books. So you buy them by the quarter. Here's just a look at your page. It's 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. with full half-hour lines. They are smaller lines to write on. So if you're someone who writes smaller, but you have half hours have their own slots. It's not a split line. You have a top 3 today's priorities, a little focus box or whatever you want to use that box for up there, 4 daily habits to track, work tasks, personal tasks, 4 boxes to use however you wish. I talk about in my review video different ideas to how to use them, and a full dot grid note section at the bottom. These are made by the quarter, so they're $35 per quarter. I do have a 10% off code, Amandasfavorites 10. That is a one-time use code only though. Don't forget to use it though. Amandasfavorites 10, no affiliate link. They have 80-pound paper. It is 80-pound, really nice paper, you guys. It is a super smooth paper, but I wouldn't call it slick, but just really smooth, very substantial feeling, luxurious feeling. Here is all my pen testing. This planner is also made in the USA and woman-owned by 2 great women. So if you take a look here, you will see nothing showing through whatsoever. This is the Amplify Planner option with the horizontal weekly instead of the vertical weekly. So the vertical weekly had lines, and this one has a graph grid. If you pick the horizontal weekly, there is also a notes page at the beginning of every single week. So you have your weekly layout, a dot grid notes page, and then you go into your daily pages, full pages for Saturday and Sunday, and then your next week, once again, your next weekly layout, your dot grid. So this is a weekly daily combination where you also have note pages, and it's not a big huge book because it is by the quarter, and you do just purchase them by the quarter. So it's very affordable just to try it out. Every quarter they come out with, I think, 4 different colored covers, and they've also started making, just to let you know, if you're someone who doesn't want daily pages, but you really like their layouts and everything else with their system, they've also just started making a weekly only planner. And that is for your entire year, fits in there. A week, this is their weekly only for the whole year. So that is an option with them too. Definitely check out Amplify Planner. It's a really good one. I feel like it's one of those hidden gems, which a lot of these in my video today, I feel like are hidden gems out there in the planner world. Once again, my code for Amplify 10% off is Amandasfavorites 10. That wraps up my daily top 5 planners for 2023. Thank you for being here with me, guys. I love to read your thoughts about these videos down in the comments. So please leave me your favorite daily planner down in the comments. I would love to hear. I do share weekly videos here every Tuesday, and I also share an extra personal monthly video or Zoom call with my patrons. If you are interested in checking that out, that link is always down in the description. I will also be coming out with a top 5 weekly planners for 2023. That one is coming out in 2 weeks. So if you're new here, stay tuned. You might want to subscribe so that you don't miss out on that. Take care of yourselves, guys, so you can take care of others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.